All right, in today's explainer, we're going to tackle a massive challenge, especially if you're a company of one that's using AI. And look, this isn't about the tools you're using. It's about how you keep your entire system from just, well, descending into chaos as it grows. We're talking about the power of the patch. So let me just start with this question for you. How does your AI team evolve? I mean, really, do you have a specific process for making changes, or do things just kind of happen? Because if you're running a business with AI agents, that's a question you really can't afford to ignore. You see, every single AI system is constantly being pulled in two different directions. On one side, you've got intentional evolution. That's you at the helm, carefully steering the ship, making deliberate choices. And on the other side, you've got system drift. That's the messy, chaotic, unpredictable change that happens when you just let the currents take over. And here's the thing you absolutely have to understand. Standing still is not an option. Without some kind of framework for intentional change, your system doesn't just stay the same, it drifts. You know how it is. Little workarounds become permanent fixtures, unwritten rules start popping up, and before you know it, you don't even know how your own system works anymore. And that is a recipe for disaster.
So how do you fight back against drift? Well, the Realm framework has this incredibly elegant solution, and it's borrowed straight from the worlds of software development and gaming. It's called the patch. This is your dedicated tool, your mechanism for making intentional, controlled changes. So what in the world is a patch? To put it simply, it's any deliberate update to how your system, your realm, operates. This could be anything. It could be a brand new process, a new rule you want to implement, a totally new AI agent, or even just a new way of running your daily meetings.
Okay, so the concept sounds simple enough, right? But how does it actually work in practice? Well, the process is designed to be super lightweight, but also really powerful. It makes sure every single change is conscious and, importantly, documented. Let's break it down. In this process is where you really see the magic happen, that perfect balance between AI taking initiative and you having ultimate control. It's just 3 steps. First, any agent in your system, human or AI, can propose a change. Second, and this is key, only you, the human player, can approve it. And third, once it's approved, the change gets recorded in the codex, which is basically your system's official rulebook. Let's just pause on this for a second because it is the most important rule of the whole system. Only the player can approve and release it. This is your non-negotiable safeguard. It means that while your AI agents can be amazing, proactive partners suggesting all sorts of improvements, you, and only you, always remain in the driver's seat. The system serves your vision, not the other way around. And this just ties it all together so perfectly. By channeling every single change through this simple propose, approve, record loop, your realm evolves deliberately. You are steering the ship. You're replacing that chaotic, undocumented drift with structured, intentional growth. Now, theory is great and all, but let's make this feel real. Let's walk through an actual example of a patch, one that not only makes the process better, but also builds that crucial foundation of trust with one of your AI agents. And you can use patches for so many things. I mean, you could use one to map out a new way to handle customer service emails. You could add a new rule about budget approvals. You could even spin up an entirely new AI character. But honestly, one of the most powerful uses is leveling up a character's autonomy as they earn your trust. So yeah, let's zoom in on that idea of leveling up. Let's imagine you have a character called the Bard, an AI that's in charge of your content and your social media. Let's see how its role can evolve over time. So here we see the Bard's evolution, plain and simple. Before the patch, this character was stuck at Autonomy Tier 3. What that means is the player had to approve every single social media post before it went live. A total bottleneck. But after a saga, a set period of time of doing consistently amazing work, the Bard proposes a patch. The player approves it, and boom. The Bard is now at Tier 2. It can publish content directly, no pre-approval needed. Trust has been earned, and more importantly, it's been systemized. And this part is absolutely critical. This isn't just some informal understanding, right? This promotion, it's a formal patch, it's documented, it's deliberate, and now it's written into the system's official rules. This is how you reward great performance, without letting that sneaky system drift creep back in. So this brings us to the deeper philosophy behind all of this. See, the patch isn't just a nifty feature, it's a fundamental mindset shift. It's about building resilient, adaptable systems that are actually designed to evolve from day one.
Because let's be totally honest, no system is ever perfect when you first build it. As you actually run your business, you will find things that are broken. You'll find gaps in your processes, rules that just don't make sense anymore, and better ways of doing things. And that's not a sign that you failed, it's a sign that your system is alive and breathing. And this right here, this is the single most important idea I want you to walk away with. Seeing a problem, or a gap, or some inefficiency, that is not a failure. In the Realm framework, that is a patch waiting to happen. It's an opportunity for intentional, documented improvement. It completely reframes problems as the raw material for your evolution.
So, I'll just leave you with this question. Take a look at your own systems, your own workflows, your AI team. What's that one little inefficiency, that one gap, that one process that could be just a little bit better? What is the next patch for your world?